Why does Facebook do this to me every time? It does it every time.
Facebook's a hater.
It is. Okay. We're live now on Facebook and YouTube. So yay.
Awesome.
All right, I like to double check. So make sure we're not talking to ourselves. Because that tends to happen.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm super excited. Today is just a great day.
Today is a fabulous Friday.
It is. Don't you just feel warm and fuzzy? Is it just me? Nah, I know it's not just me. I know it's you too. I know.
I feel warm and fuzzy, but not, in my heart. But it's cold.
Not physically, but like internally. So I feel you.
I feel a whole blanket.
Yeah, I feel you.
Massachusetts, Lord.
Okay, so I will introduce myself and then you can introduce yourself. So that'll give me a little chance to share. So we get some people in here. All right. Hello, everybody. For those of you who are watching or will be watching, I am Shabreon Howard, aka Shabreon the Advocate. I am a filmmaker, photographer, writer, author, graphic designer. I am also a mentor and the founder of Speak Up Mentorship Program. So yes, finally get to announce that because I've been working on that for a long while now with the team. And I am also the child of a sickle cell patient. My mom passed away from complications of sickle cell when she was 25 and I was 7. I am also the mother of a sickle cell trait warrior named Nyla, who is 8 years old. And yeah, that's pretty much who I am.
All right. Well, I'm Dima Hendricks, and I am a sickle cell ambassador. I call myself ambassador. I learned today from that Cayenne Wellness conference that there's a difference between advocate and ambassador. And an ambassador is one who is who speaks on behalf of the patients to the doctors and is able to speak the language and unite people together. So I like that term. So I'm adopting ambassador.
Okay. I feel you.
I went off on a tangent. So I'm Dima Hendricks. I'm a sickle cell ambassador. Diagnosed 6 months SS disease. I am married to a wonderful caregiver and have 2 trait warrior boys. They're amazing. And I am a health coach for the Charisma Study. And I do a lot of things as well. I'm also an author. I have a book called Unleashing Royalty, multiple pageant winner. And now I'm going to be announcing something great soon, but I do have a podcast called Through the Pain, which is on hiatus right now. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, my podcast is on a little bit of a hiatus as well. I have to get some stuff done. I had to, make a couple of executive decisions.
Right.
So it will be back sooner than later. But until then, you can always enjoy the many amazing episodes that are already up and know that there will be some more to come. Okay, I'm just about done sharing. There's so many groups. Oh my goodness, why are there so many groups?
There are so many groups.
I just want to make sure everybody gets something, Especially the 2 of us getting ready to have a conversation, that's special. It's always special when we have a conversation. Okay, so we have, honestly, I feel like, where do I start? Like that's, it's like I don't want to start in the middle. So I'll start at the beginning. I'll start with what made me want to start this program. When I say this program, I mean Speak Up. I'm going to be talking about it, giving people a little bit of information, not too much, because I want to make sure um, in the coming times, in the near future, I want to do a Q&A with people, and the Q&A will have more than just me. Just when I say just me, I mean like other mentors as well, for people to have, if they have questions for them. Um, so I'm super excited about that. But I just really wanted to talk about this program because initially, when you see it, it's like, oh, what's this? And there's only so much you could get in the flyer. There's only so much you could get into, a video without being like, okay, are you done?
Right.
So I just want to make sure I'm providing a little bit more insight and information. And I also want to talk about what me and Dima are doing together in the aspect of Speak Up, and just I already know it's going to turn into another conversation because that's how we do. So
Yeah.
just sit back, get your little popcorn, some snacks, just chill out. It's gonna be a good time. So, what actually sparked me to start this was I just see so many people in the groups asking the question, "Oh, I want to be an advocate. How do I start? Where do I start? You know, who do I contact? Where do I call?" Like, and there is not it's not a real definite answer for people. It's you kind of get in where you fit in most of the time. It's not really like oh, you contact this, and if you really want to get started, um like I know for myself, when I first started speaking, public speaking especially, I kind of just was like thrown into I was just kind of like, hey, okay, I'm speaking at an event in front of people, like a lot of people. Oh, okay, sure. And I was nervous, and people, oh, you got it, Shay, you speak so well, you speak all the time. But it's different when you feel the pressure of an entire community, like to just to make sure you're not doing a disservice to the community. I put it like that. To
Right.
make sure you're not giving misinformation, to make sure you are knowing what you're talking about and speaking from your heart and doing it in a way that reaches not just people who have sickle cell, but people who don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a little practice. Like I went to school for a lot of the stuff, and I hated it. The whole time, I
Mm-hmm.
was in these classes. I was in theater. I was in, I was in the film program. I took, communication. I did the things that I was scared doing it, but I did it. And so I, to know that I have that background is still terrifying for
Right.
me. Just because I know I have that background don't mean I don't still get scared or nervous when I have to speak. And I could only imagine someone who don't have that type of background, someone who just really want to do it because they're passionate about it and they just want the proper training on how to impact people. So that's reason number 1/7. And I say that because it's like there's so many other reasons, because it's also this program was designed, literally designed by me and my team to challenge you, to challenge not just the mentees that we will get coming in, but to challenge ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
to challenge us to know that we can help someone
Mm.
regardless of just trying to, it's different advocating on behalf of yourself and doing things for yourself than actually going that extra mile and trying to help someone else through the process
Mm.
and guide them and help them understand, not just professional growth, but personal growth, because that is what's important. I think more so than professionally. I want to make sure people are taking something from this and
Mhm.
not just saying, oh, because I know all these advocates that are in this program, I know they all heavy hitters, I know they all do this or that, and they
Right.
can help me. You first have to want to help yourself. And,
That
and that's the reality of the situation. So it it was clear to me that although we of course are offering mentorship services and we are going to be that ear and that support, there was still that extra arm of support that we were missing, because I don't want to feel like a patient feels like they can't successfully finish this program
Mhm.
and they don't have the proper support, because it's not easy. It's not easy to put yourself and commit yourself into anything, especially when you live in sickle cell. It's
Right.
hard.
That part.
So
That part.
we wanted to make sure like we partner with people who gets it and who understands that. And I was like, the perfect bro, who can Dima. So I'm super excited about that because I know that there are people who would love to take this program.
Mhm.
And I know that there are people who have issues that I can't all the way help with.
Mhm.
I'm not going to proclaim to say I know everything and I have all the answers. That's the point of having community. That's
Mhm.
what a community is. Having a village of people that you can lean and depend on so that in the tough times
Mhm.
you got somewhere to turn. And it doesn't always look like one person. It sometimes looks like a few people.
Right. Right.
So can you tell me a little bit like what first of all, I want to know more about charisma, but I also want to know what were I know we had a conversation, but what were your thoughts when I asked you to kind of collab and see what could come of this?
So I feel like your advocacy program is revolutionary in the fact that you think about all aspects. Um, so you're talking about training someone to be an advocate, what to say, how to say it, put things in perspective. But then the part about us partnering, you partnering with Charisma, I think that was also a good idea. That was a great idea for you to come up with because Charisma offers health coaching for sickle cell warriors who are experiencing serious pain um, and are going through, may even be going through a tough time with pain. And so we offer cognitive behavioral therapy techniques to our sickle cell warriors. And there are even warriors on our program right now who are interested in becoming advocates, interested in becoming ambassadors. But we still need to work out the kinks of developing who they are. And not only that, letting them know that they're not alone. Um, so it's a great way to check in. So we check in with our participants for 12. The health coaching aspect is for 12 weeks. Um, they do receive a stipend for their participation. And then there's another part of it's actually a study. So there's another part of the study where um, they check into an app which we use through Facebook Messenger, which is probably, there's a lot of people don't use Facebook anymore, but they check into the app and they get a lot of great videos through Facebook. And you, I think it's the educational aspect, or you get training in CBT. Now, CBT is great, especially for advocates who need to kind of learn other techniques and other options, um, not to stir people away from pain medication, but it's an option in addition to pain medication. A lot of people think that charisma's here, we're trying to replace pain medication, but not at all. That is not our that's not our motive. That's not what we're trying to do. In addition to pain medication, we're trying to teach techniques to help curb the pain. Is it visualization? Is it art therapy? Is it burning some sage? Is it lighting a candle? Is it breathing techniques? Whatever it may be, we're using some other we're using other aspects. I use a lot of DBT, like I forgot how to say it, I can't even say it. Dr. Charles. I hope he's not watching. Um, so I use DBT and CBT. Um, so like, so we kind of retrain our warriors' brains to think positive thoughts, and then we use other tools to. I incorporate other tools to help our warriors as well. So it's a both sides. It's two revolutionary programs coming together to not only build the advocate. Um, so I'm working on the inside. You're working on building them to be better advocates and possibly leaders
Yeah.
and the next leaders in advocacy. And you can't be a dope leader without um, working on yourself internally. So I think it's going to be a great marriage.
Yes, and that's exactly what this is like perfect. So it's I think that you know actually it aligns so well. The fact that with charisma people are able to find a more positive outlook and a better way of thinking,
Mhm.
and all the while that's why if you want to take the speak up program, mentorship program, you have to, like, not you have to, but it has to be in alignment with charisma, because I don't feel like you're gonna, like, you can't go into this thinking negatively, because you won't get the results that you need. You have
Mhm.
to have your head, you have to be willing to change your mindset,
Right.
honestly. And I'm gonna be real, like, when I first really got into the advocacy game, like, okay, when I first was like, I'm gonna take this serious, and I came in like, okay, took off, and I have not looked back since. And every time I stop and look, I'm like, dang,
Right.
look how
Right.
I've done. When it started with me changing my mindset, it truly did. I would never have been able to do any of the things that I've done
Mm,
without changing my mindset first. Because ultimately, what you think, you become.
that part. That part.
So,
And the thing is, we as warriors have a hard time changing our mindset because we are always in pain and we are always thinking the worst.
yeah.
Oh, this is going to happen. Or, and then there's the other warriors that have to deal with the systematic and the stigma and the systemic racism and the systemic issues around sickle cell disease. And for instance, I always talk about this, like the issue of Social Security, and
Hmm.
then not trying to, you can't have, and then you get the ticket to work, and then when you get the ticket to work, you work 2 cents over what the ticket allots, and then they want you to pay back the government $20,000.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then they take away your health insurance. It's a lot. So
Yeah.
you already went through what's worse. So you're not thinking that better is coming. But when we finally get out of that poverty mindset, and a lot of people with sickle cell do have poverty mindset, like, I'm not going to work so I can hold on to this health insurance. I'm not going to work so I can hold on to this little $200 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not, it's when you could be out.
Crumbs. It's like you literally, your hands are closed for crumbs when all you have to do is just open them, and so many more opportunities and possibilities. And no one's judging anybody. I still get Social Security, but I know that that's not going to be for the rest of my life. I know that there is a way for me to take care of myself, my child, and my health, because that's a whole nother person.
But I'm saying this may be it. But yes, you're on Social Security, but you're creating a whole new program.
Yeah.
You're doing so many other things. You have so many, means because you're using your mindset.
Yeah.
Like, the possibilities are endless. I'm talking about the folks that just stay
Yeah.
in that pocket without trying. And you're closer than you think.
Listen, I hope so. Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, you're
Because
closer.
my baby want to be a doctor. I'm nervous, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. That I get.
Yeah,
That
so
I
but ultimately, this program has been, created to help. It is
mhm,
not to take, it's to help, it's
mhm,
to give. And I know that some people may even be put off by the fact that we're charging
mm.
for said program, the $150. And
But if they do charisma, they get $250. If they finish the program and do the whole thing, they get $250.
so that's just an investment in themselves. So you can't have one without the other, right? We've already established that. And
Right.
if you see them both through, you what are you really losing? You're investing in yourself, first of all, and secondly, you're coming out with more than when you started
Right.
in the beginning. So again, it's not to take, it's to give. And I honestly, there are a few partial scholarships available
Mhm.
and payment plans for people, 3-month payment plans for people to, you know, split up the payments if it's too much to do at once. If they say, for instance, they've already taken the charisma study, or you
Right. Right.
something like that. It or I could, because honestly, there you can apply, but if you do not at the same time apply for charisma, it's not very likely that you're gonna get in.
Right.
Um, so just saying, I had to give you that PSA for people. 'Cause I definitely want people to understand you gotta you gotta be on the right path.
Another thing is too, we're close to having 300 participants. So people who already did the program, I think, should at least be getting a partial scholarship anyway. Because you never know. There might be people that come in and already went through charisma like last year.
Yeah.
So it's flexible. We should make it flexible like that. I think that
Yeah,
could.
I'm willing to talk about it. It's
Yeah.
only a few slots for the um,
How
partial
many slots?
scholarships. Huh?
How many slots you got?
Right now, there's literally like 3, 4, as much as we
Okay.
can do. Um, so because we're not working with a lot of funding, so that's where we're at. We can't afford to say, oh, half the people get. We can.
Right, right,
I wish we could, but it's just not. It's not
right.
going to work right now. Not at this present time. But like I said, it's definitely something to. It's an investment,
Right.
into yourself. And if nothing else, you will get something amazing if you really commit to this program.
Right.
It's not going to, you're not going to come out of it feeling like, dang, what did I really do? Like,
Right.
it's not set up. Anybody who knows me know I don't even operate that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's there to teach. It's there to help. It's something created to help guide someone to maybe a life that they want, but they have to want it, and they have to. You ever heard the saying, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it? Well, we're
Right.
leading it to the water. So it's up to you to drink it. We're giving you the tools. The only way we can guarantee success
Mm-hmm.
is if you do the work. You
Right.
don't get in your own way. That's the only way we can guarantee it. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. What else? There's a couple other things I want to make sure I talked about. Probably should have wrote this down, but it's okay. I'm good with memory.
All right.
Um, so, oh, when you sign up, when you get accepted into this program, when you pay your money for tuition, you are also getting a tuition bundle
Mm-hmm.
package, tools for success bundle, however you want to name it or claim it. You will be receiving that. So it's not just, oh, I'm paying money just for the program. No, you're also receiving a package. And in the package, you will have all the things you need to succeed, or at least tools to help you succeed. Let's just put it that way. Because, again, you know, it depends on how you use them. A spoon is a dangerous weapon to some people.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
That part. Oh, Jesus, that part.
I am just saying.
Wow.
I just really wanted people to understand. I know I put the video out, and if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to actually, like, you could drop it in the comments, any posts. You can inbox me. You can inbox any of the other mentors. You can even inbox Dima. you know, to ask the questions, and we will be having a Q&A. So it probably will be late next week, somewhere around that time, I'm hoping. So you have about a week to, like, gather all of your questions. There is a website. I will put the website in the comments so people can check out the website. Right now, applications are not open. They open on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you would like to apply for this program, listen, your best bet, excuse me, is there is a sign up sheet that we have right now. And if you know that you're interested, I would suggest that you utilize the sign up sheet, fill out, fill out your information, and it will give you early access to said application, because the spots are limited. Um, we this season, this session, we are only going to have about 8 mentors. So that means, you know, we might have 16 to 20 spots for people. It's not a whole lot. So just take that into consideration when thinking, oh, this is something I'm probably going to sign up for and
Mm-hmm.
apply for. It's the spots are limited. Uh, it depends on the how many spots we can take depends on how many mentors we have. And
Mm.
right now we have 8. So that's what I'm saying. Two mentees per mentor, because we don't want to overload the mentor, because most of us have sickle cell.
Mm.
And listen, we
Burnout is
already,
real.
huh?
Burnout is real.
Yes, and we already have our own things going on, and that's what makes us so strong and powerful in doing this program together, because alone we already have something. We'll have our everybody has something unique and amazing. So we don't want to take away from that. We want to make sure we're adding to it.
Mm.
And in adding to it, we can't give, one mentor 4 mentees. That would just be too much. Hashtag way too much. So we're not, I am a firm believer in making sure we are all good. I check in with my people faithfully, so we can prevent any any mishaps. If you're interested, like I said, please um, sign up, and applications will open on Tuesday. It will be open. early applic- uh, Early applicants, you will have from September 20th to October 4th. Okay, so if you want to be considered an early applicant and get your award letter by the 14th, um, I mean, you got in letter, you
But
know,
we're
get,
tired. We're
yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. Understand, I don't even know how I'm here right now. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know, but I had to do this because I had to make sure people what understood the assignment. So, um, yeah. So again, early applications are from September 20th to the October 4th, and then we have late applicants, and that will be open from October 4th to October 14th. And with that, there will be a $20 extra charge, of course, because we have to rush your application and all that good stuff. So it's best to just apply by the 4th, you know, and get your application in ahead of time and just do it while you're thinking about it. It's Sickle Cell Awareness Month, so it's the perfect opportunity to go out with a bang.
No, that's right.
And orientation will start October 24th. That is the day of orientation. And actual training sessions start November 4th. So it will be in November, and I'm super excited. I'm super happy. This has been a long time coming. I have no idea how hard I've been working, how hard my team has been working, how hard we have really been dedicating ourselves to something that's like, whew. And that's in the midst of doing everything else. Like, people are probably like, "Oh wow, you stopped doing everything else to do this?" No, no. At some points, I had to kind of slow some other things down, of course, but no, I've been actually working on this for a while. So yeah, it's been real. I've literally enjoyed myself thoroughly. I'm happy. I know that the team is happy. We are all so excited to just show what we've come up with, what we've been working on, and really help people elevate. And before I forget, elocutionist, right? I know some people might see that word and be like, what the hell is an elocutionist? So Elocutionist is a very fancy word for public speaker. That's all. That's it.
Mm. Wow, someone just signed up for charisma.
Good.
That's crazy. All right.
Yes. See
Well, I'm
what
telling
I'm
you.
talking about. That's how we do it. I'm so happy. Sorry. I'm just so happy that this is like, you guys have no idea. I love working with other advocates, or should I say ambassadors.
Because like, yeah, I want to talk to the doctors too, because you know how they stuck with, man, Dr. Wally Smith is a G. I gotta get in touch with him. I don't know if you met him or whatever, but
Yeah, I've interviewed him. I have some video footage of him.
he's a G. That's yeah, it's Dr. Z and Dr. Wally's like right there for me. Like they're G's in the sickle cell game. Um
Absolutely. Yeah.
he just said, like, how a country sends over an ambassador to another country, and they politic and they talk, and they're able to break bread and have a conversation. That's what a doctor, like a patient, can be an ambassador and do the same thing. And
Well,
so
you know what? You're right. I should probably stop saying I'm an advocate too, because
yeah,
listen, I'll be out here working and working and sleeping. If I ain't sleeping, I'm working. But yeah, I think that I don't know why I feel my glasses are like I think that it's imperative for all of us to get together. Like this community can be so separate sometimes, so
mhm,
separated. And I try my best to unify with as many people as possible, because at the end of the day, who do we really have if not each other?
that part.
No, for real. Like, because if we're waiting on somebody else to save us, we're gonna be waiting for a very, very, very long time.
Very
It's
long
gonna
time.
be, it's gonna be like, whew. So it's best that we supply ourselves with our own tools for battle, for war,
That part.
because a warrior's greatest, you know, mission is peace. And I think that
That part.
if we want to get to the peaceful side, we got to go through war. And in order to go through war, got to have the tools, got to have what we need.
That, that part.
I, I don't know no other way to put it.
That
That's
part.
just the truth and the reality of the situation. So, I thank you guys, or ladies, for watching. If you have anything you want to ask while we're here, if we didn't come here for a long time, we came here for a good time. So, now's the time to ask it. If not, I
Mhm.
appreciate you all, and those of you who will watch this later, because I know a lot of you go back and watch it, and that's fine. I
Yeah.
still appreciate every viewer. I truly do. So,
I got,
do you have
I
anything?
got, no, I got about 2 minutes left in me because after this, I'm gonna go lay down. I So if there's any questions, I will love to answer in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, feel free to ask anything. I think that I covered as much as I can think to cover right now.
Oh,
Uh,
the modules. Did you cover the modules that's going to be in
oh,
the program?
so the program, we will be training. It's so much.
Sorry, this is my vitamin. I'm sorry. I'm doing too much on the screen. I'm just after
It's okay.
after 6 o'clock. I have no coof.
It's okay. I
I'm
get
sorry,
it.
no.
It's okay.
No coots. I'm so sorry. I
We-
just realized what I was doing.
Do those vitamins work? I always was like, I should.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
This and my other medicine that I take, I probably already told you what it is. I think I say it too much. Look, this is anti-HIPAA. This and my Oxbryta is keeping
Mhm.
me like doing my thing. This vitamin works.
This right here,
What was that?
Supercell Superfood.
Oh,
So this is organic iris sea moss,
I think
organic bladderwrack, and
I think.
burdock root.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
Hi, boo boo. How you doing?
when I tell you this right here, it's it's a good look.
I
I'm gonna put it like this.
was in a pill form because I'm taking it in that jelly stuff
Yeah, no, I
and
can't.
put it in my tea and stuff. And it's like,
I got texture issues, and I know like it'll be a waste of money. And I've been taking pills my whole life, so I figured, I can show y'all what it looks like. It's real.
Did you take it today?
I did take it today.
okay, Dr. Nyla. Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, and you take one or two. I take two. And when I tell you this be having me like, all right, cool. What are we doing next? Yes.
Let's go.
And there are times I don't even need any pain meds, and it's because of this stuff here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's a blessing. I'm not even going to hold anybody. I'm not lying. It works for me.
Yeah.
As I have to tell people, because it don't work for me. Listen,
Look,
it works for me.
you have to say that because what works for one sickle cell warrior may not work for the next one.
Yeah, because we have different
Right.
bodies, different genetic. Everything is different. That's why when people like, when they try to just treat the sickle cell, it's like you can't do that.
We're like snowflakes.
Yeah, there is no one. Two sickle cell patients are not even twins who have sickle cell are the same. So
New twins that had sickle cell.
Me too.
One actually died. Another like one had a straight aneurysm. So
Wow.
it just and one was sicker than the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it happens. Okay, so I guess there are no questions. No one asks any questions, but feel free. Anyone who goes back and watch it, there's no pressure to those watching. Anyone who goes back and watch it, listen. If you got some questions, we got some answers.
Yes.
Don't feel any type of way if we don't answer right away.
Tag us if you don't ask. Tag us because I don't be in Facebook like that unless Shabreon tags me. I swear to goodness. Like I'll put stuff on Instagram and it will automatically go to Facebook. So I don't even go anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you tag me or message me. That's the only time.
See, I'm so all over the place. I have so much going on, and I'm like, I post and I hop right back off. It's not something that I'm like the only time I probably would be watching something on like a video or something. Somebody send me a video, then you get lost in the other videos that day after.
And people really get offended when you don't hit them back. And like my bad, man. I'm like actually doing advocacy work out in these streets.
Right. I'm actually trying to make a change.
And we actually have jobs, plural.
Man.
Plural.
Jobs. Like jobs. Oh, yeah. Okay, you have anything you want to say before we go?
No, that's it. I just love you. I love everything you're about. We've been like sickle cell sisters for a while now. And
yes.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, and I love you, and I thank you for just being you and just being here and being amazing. So thank you. All right, everybody, it's time.
Go to bed.
Okay. It is
Bye.
time for my positive words of encouragement.
Let's stay for that. Okay.
So, as always, everybody, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Until next time, peace.